Football is finally back, and that, of course, means another season of sports overtime. But first, we have some business to take care of, Jamie McCracken.
I'll tell you what, that intro gets me jacked up. Seriously, it really does. All right, yes, our very first Allosoy College Mountain Top 10 of the 2016 season, so let's get right to it.
Yes, for the first team in our countdown, we send it over to the locker room where Carly Bell is standing by. Carly.
It's a new girl.
Thanks a lot, guys. I'm glad to be here, but let's start our own countdown with a team that missed out on a region title last year by a single touchdown. Our own Caleb No talked to Bell County and has more from the Bobcats on Log Mountain.
He's going to throw it.
It would be remiss not to mention it.
And it is in there for a touchdown.
That roadblock up at the northwest end of Highway 25E.
Puts Corbin back in front with just under 4 minutes left in the game.
You better be ready to play each week, because if all of a sudden you start looking to Corbin, which is way on down the schedule, then all of a sudden you can lose 3 or 4 before that, and you're out of the race before you ever get started.
This year's Bell County Corbin game is scheduled for October 14th. But of course, the Bobcats have 7 other games before that.
I just think we need to take it one game at a time. We don't need to be looking forward.
As always, go 1-0 each week. That's always the goal.
2 state championships to go with several regional titles. There is no lack of tradition on Log Mountain.
I can remember playing football back here in the back of the end zone over on the sideline.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like running through that helmet and hearing that announcer yell, "It's football time" on Bell County. And it's just, I get chills thinking about it. I can't wait till that first game.
But even when tradition rules, change is inevitable.
You're trying to fight him as hard as you can.
Back in March, Amos McCreary was introduced as the new head coach.
We're not coming in and changing something that's worked. We're coming in here to just carry on a strong tradition, and hopefully we're able to do that.
But some things remain the same year after year, like the game plan.
We're still going to line up and run it at you. I mean, we can't get away from that. That's what we've grew up doing. That's what Bell County's known for.
And call it a legacy.
Peyton, call it.
I got a lot to live up to.
The next and last of this generation of Collets, Isaac, starts his first year under center as a sophomore.
Peyton was a good quarterback. My dad was before me, my papa, and Peyton's dad as well.
And of course, the one thing above all others that never seems to change, Bell County is ranked in the top 10 to start the season.
The Rockcastle County Rockets are loaded up with depth. Last year, they had just 2 seniors on the entire team. And you know what that means. Yeah, they bring a whole lot of guys back. Things should be exciting at the Rock this season. The Rockets come in at number 9 in our Mountain Top 10. The Rockcastle County Rockets are loaded up with returning starters.
This is the first time we've had over 10 seniors in a long time since I've been here.
Scott Parkey enters his 9th season as the head coach at Rock, and this might be the most hungry group of kids he has ever coached.
Last year kind of left a bad taste in our mouth, so that's going to make us want it that much more. And that's driving us in practice to get to where we want to be.
Rockcastle began last year in the Mountain Top 10, but lost 5 of its first 6 games.
Last year was pretty disappointing, especially early in the year. We had some guys hurt, some things we had to overcome.
Well, with the experience we got from last year, so this year we expect a lot more, and we plan to do a lot better. So, we're going to do good.
The Rockets are known to run the football, but this season, look for more passing. Chase McClure returns, and he has all of his weapons back.
He knows how important it is to get the ball in other people's hands, and that's part of being a leader.
We're getting better at leading each other and taking accountability for the team, but some of our weak points is relaxing when we think we have it. Like if we think we have the game won, relax, and then they come back and get us right at the end because we've relaxed. So we're trying to push on all 4 quarters.
The Heart is a Rock motto has not changed, but what may adjust is the quality of direction.
These guys are mostly 3-year starters. A couple of them are 4-year starters. So it's one of those things where the players are really going to ultimately decide how bad they want it and how far they want to go.
So Bell County and Rockcastle County are in the top 10 to begin the year. Who will join them?
Oh no, let's see. Our number 7 and 8 teams know one another quite well. We will reveal the traditional Class A powers when we come back.
An undefeated regular season, a Mr. Football, both are two hard things to top this year, but the Paintsville Tigers believe they can recreate that success and go all the way to state with this year's squad. Paintsville comes in at number 8 in our Mountain Top 10.
These Tigers do have 9 lives, and they're the kings of Class A tonight.
Last year was just a special instance for us.
And then just before the break, Wyatt Battle lofts it up for Andrew McNamee, 9-yard touchdown strike, and that was a backbreaker.
And now they're ready for 2016 with one goal in mind.
State championship.
State championship.
State championship.
Go all the way and win state.
Coach Joe Cherico believes he has the team to do it this year.
I just feel like our whole team from top to bottom is pretty good, and hopefully they'll work hard enough to be successful.
Paintsville lost a major key on both sides of the ball in Cash Daniel, who now plays at UK. But the Tigers know it's all about the next man up.
It's just the next man up at Paintsville. You know, Cash was good, but in our mentality, we're just stepping up.
It's really the next man up, and Paintsville, we like to think of reloading instead of rebuilding.
They do have a big player returning in Kent Phelps, who dominated the ground game all last year.
We have about 7 or 8 seniors returning, so I think everybody's just going to step up, make big plays.
And the Tigers want to continue having that powerful rushing game along with some passing, but they'll do whatever it takes to get the dub.
We could be 50-50 run pass, but who knows? It just depends on how the season turns out.
We're just going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do whatever it takes to win games, really.
Now, speaking of Paintsville, if it was not for Pikeville, they would have played for a Class 1A state title. They beat them in the regular season, but not the postseason, and the rest is history as the Panthers went on to win the Class 1A state championship. Pikeville starts out as the number 7 team this year in the Mountain Top 10. Seems like this was yesterday.
We had a great run last year. It's over, and it's time to start a new year.
Head coach Chris McNamee coached the Pikeville Panthers to their first state football championship since 1989 last season.
If we can't win every game, well, we want to play 15 games, and we want to practice on Thanksgiving break, and we want to play in December again.
The Panthers have big holes to fill, literally, like center Logan Coleman never missed a start in his 4 seasons, blocking for one of the most prolific running backs in school history with Derek Pugh. But they do have their quarterback back with Wyatt Battle.
Coming in last year as a sophomore, he didn't have everything that we were looking for at the time, but quickly showed that he was our guy and stepped in. I thought he did a great job.
We don't want to act too fast and think we're just going to get there again. We're just going to try to take it a game at a time, and it's a lot different without the seniors. Saying that we're seniors now, we got to be the leaders to take us to Bowling Green and keep everybody in line.
In the past, it has been get to Bowling Green. Now, the goals grow.
Well, I think the pressure builds a little more because, around here, the last ones we won, there was 3 in a row, and so that's what everybody automatically asks is, we're going back, we're going to do it again.
Leadership changes, and the seniors know that. They're hoping to take what they learned from last year's group and implement the same principles.
The way they brought it to practice every day, and they pushed us younger guys to go hard on every snap and every play. We took off them and fed off them, and now we're going to do that to the younger guys ourselves.
They added a trophy to the case last year. Now it's time to defend the Class 1A state title. 4 down, 6 more to go as we unveil the Alice Lloyd College preseason Mountain Top 10.
And up next, one team looking to make another run at state and 2 who are looking to break through for the first time in a while.
Welcome back. We're almost to our top 5, and just missing out, coming in at number 6, is Knox Central, a team looking to bounce back from a disappointing showing in the region final and play in Bowling Green for the first time. Last season, the Knox Central Panthers played in the region final for the first time in half a decade. Unfortunately, they fell well short of winning the title.
We didn't seize the opportunity. Region championships don't come around. It's something we worked for, but we didn't prepare well, and we were just outplayed.
Yeah, the moment did kind of get to us. We were prepared, but you just can't
teach that type of situation.
Getting to a regional championship again, I think that gives us a little more experience, especially with the senior bunch we have this year. They're hungry. They want that district and regional title, and you know, that's something that they've fed off of since last year.
But this year, the Panthers feel confident they can get back to that point, especially with a three-headed monster in the backfield with Jackson Stewart, Donovan Arthur, and Jermel Carton.
You don't see it very often. Usually one team has one dominant back, but I feel like we've got two, even three.
Aiming to not only play for a region title, but win one, and perhaps win another kind of championship as well.
I believe that we're the best team in this region, and not just in this region or in this side of the bracket, but in the whole state. But that's something we've got to prove each week, and each week we've got to continue to get better.
Hoping for the first time in program history that KNOX can end its season in BG.
Good stuff there from Josh. The Corbin Redhounds come in at number 5 at our preseason Mountain Top 10 poll. They played 14 games last season, ultimately losing to the eventual state champion Belfry Pirates in the state semifinal. 14 games is great, but for the Hounds, they want to play at least one more this year. The 2016 season will be defined by a single number for the Corbin Redhounds.
We do a lot of things in 15s. We run a lot, lift a lot of weights in sets of 15. But 15 is a big thing for us, and we want to play 15 games and have an opportunity to win a state championship.
The last time Corbin was in the state championship game, Justin Haddix was demolishing the Redhounds, throwing for 3 touchdowns en route of a 51-0 blowout win for Breathitt County. Now he's on the sidelines with the chance to take Corbin back to the title game.
You know, last year we kind of grinded it out a lot doing that stuff, but we need some explosive plays and be able to, throw it in the passing game and then still be physical up front.
We just got to execute. Last year we would do good in the first half, and the second half everyone would just lose their mind, and not do what we're supposed to do. That's what we've been working on.
Corbin returns quarterback Cameron Sizemore, who threw for 31 touchdowns as a sophomore. Plus, it'll help that he gets to throw to A.J. Moore, who has a chance to become the school's all-time leading receiver.
We went really far this year, but we didn't get to where we wanted to be. We just need to finish, push it, and hope to get the state championship this year.
There is no question the Belfry Pirates have set the standard in Class 3A with 3 straight championships, but the Redhounds think it is their turn.
Coach Haddix always says 15 games, and we don't have to win all of them. Winning all of them would be awesome, but we don't have to win all 15 to get to 15, so mainly 15 games to the state championship.
15 is the number. Let's see if the Hounds can reach their goal.
The Johnson Central Golden Eagles got all the way to prime time, but came up short in the 2015 state championship. With most of their key players returning this year, their eyes are set on that title. JCHS comes in at number 4 in our Mountain Top 10.
Well, good Lord willing, we'll come back here next year.
State championship.
State championship.
Win state.
That's the goal for the Johnson Central Golden Eagles heading into the 2016 season. They won another shot at that title after falling short last season to South Warren. The Golden Eagles lost their quarterback to graduation, but they have their entire offensive line back for 2016, and Coach Matney has put them to work.
We feel like the pieces to the puzzle are still here. We've got to put it together. We've got to go one step further. And, we're going to work our rear ends off.
I think we have a lot of kids that we can just come back and we can have a lot of dual threat kids who can play offense and defense.
And they have their work cut out for them this season.
I think it's by far the toughest schedule that Johnson Central has ever played. It's one of the toughest schedules that's ever been played by a high school team.
Just from the start, they faced 3 powerhouse teams in Lexington Catholic, Cabell Midland, and South Charleston in the first 3 weeks. They put up over 3,000 yards of offense and 42 touchdowns last season. And they have the pieces to have that same offensive dominance this year. Numbers say one thing, but a motto can mean another.
Stay humble and stay hungry. And that's the way we're going to try to come into this season.
No matter what, the team's goal and mindset is all on one place and one place only.
We're just going to win state. That's about it.
We're down to our final 3, a couple of rivals and 1 statewide power.
That's right. Coming up, we complete our countdown with trips to the far ends of the coverage area.
Larry French is going into his 4th season at Southwestern. Although the Warriors are making progress, there's still some things that need to get tweaked before tomorrow night, but they do have some power on offense, which is why the Warriors come in at number 3 in our Mountain Top 10. The Southwestern Warriors ended 2015 on a sour note. However, Coach Larry French started the grind real quick this offseason, and he's all about perfection coming into 2016.
Well, we're still learning how to compete every day, every play, every snap, and until we get that, then we're not going to be where I want us to be.
Coach French does see some great strength on the offensive side of the ball.
We got good speed at the skill position for a change. We've got a lot of kids back there that's got some experience from last season, and we're not afraid to throw the football to them and watch them run.
And he believes quarterback Brandon Pruitt is the right man for the job.
Brandon's got the leadership, he's got the, the ability to get us out of a bad play into a good play, and his leadership on the football field is unbelievable.
But it's the secondary that continues to be a problem for the Warriors, just like last year where they allowed over 1,400 yards in the air.
We still got some young kids in the secondary, even though that they had a lot of experience last year. We still need the experience of what to do, when to do it, and how to do it.
Even with these weaknesses, Southwestern is ready to show people what they're made of.
Come this year, I expect we'll come out hard and fast. We'll be trying to prove everyone right that we're the best team in the county.
Oh boy, now to Southwestern's crosstown rival, Pulaski County. The Maroons are the ones who have gone to Bowling Green. Not once, not twice, but 3 consecutive times. A 4th is in the picture if they can fill the holes the senior class left. John Hines and the Maroons come in as the preseason number 2 team in the mountains. A lot has changed since John Hines rocked the jean shorts in 1999. Back then, the Pulaski County Maroons were getting scorched by everyone. 18 years later, Pulaski stares at 3 straight state championship appearances.
The great Bill Parcells once said, "You never pick up where you left off the season before. Each team is brand new."
Down! Blow the whistle, crap!
Team 33's motto is based on people thinking they will be a pushover.
We rise together. We rise together.
We rise together.
All day like, all night like, and my bros like.
Our kids felt like that after the last 3 years of being in the championship game that a lot of folks were kind of writing Pulaski off.
Last year's senior class accounted for most of the points scored.
Pressured from the backside, now he escapes, and Riley Hall looking for the end zone, diving for the pylon, he's in!
And it all started with quarterback Riley Hall. Now, sophomore Wiley Kane has the keys to the Maroons' engine.
Wiley steps into a position that was probably played better than at any time in the history of our program.
We're rebuilding the whole offense, and the whole team just has to come together and just build it as a team.
But the Maroons return one of the most lethal weapons in the state with Jake Johnson.
I guess everybody's going to have to make some plays every Friday night. We're going to have to find different playmakers. One night, I might be the man and score 4 touchdowns. Next night, Jake New might come out and have 3 interceptions. You never know.
Most kids dream of playing in a state title game. These guys have done it 3 times in a row, winning it all in 2014.
People are going to look down on us this year. We don't have Raleigh, we don't have Mason, we don't have Jesse Whitaker. We're going to rise above the adversity.
We want to be the best that we can be and realize the potential that we have. I think we have some potential to be a very good team. And if we continue to work hard and have good attitudes and put in the time that we have to put in, I think we can develop into a good football team.
When Coach Hines started, Pulaski was a program of distress. Now it is a program of constant success with dynasty potential.
So that leaves us with number 1, 6 straight state final appearances, 3 straight state titles, and an offensive and defensive line that is as big and dominant as any in Kentucky. The Belfry Pirates look to join rare company this season with what they hope is their 4th consecutive state championship.
This season is all about one thing for the Belfry Pirates.
It's a running clock as Belfry puts up 36 first half points. The Pirates tack on a touchdown in the 4th quarter and win their 5th football state championship in program history.
And that is to win another state championship.
Growing up in this town, you know, everybody loves Belfry football, so you kind of grow up, you know, with that on your mind and in your heart.
But playing in a 7th straight state title game, not to mention winning a 4th straight, is a lot easier said than done.
Try to keep it out of our heads. You know, we're just high school kids. You know, obviously if somebody's telling something good about you over and over, you're going to kind of listen. But, you know, it's just really to focus in on what Coach Haywood says and the other coaches say. And
really, that last year really doesn't mean anything now. And it's a whole different team, lost some players, and we just got to work hard again, get back where we was at.
Complacency is always a concern because you got to have that good work ethic. And regardless of their mindset, and they may say, here's what we need to do, you still got to go out there and have that good work ethic.
And winning another state championship would put the Pirates in elite company, as they would be just the 6th program ever to win 4 consecutive titles.
For my class, what I'm really wanting is, you know, not necessarily to be known as the best, just be up there with the greatest. That's really how I look at it, and that's what I want for my class. And I feel like that's the way my other classmates look at it.
Setting sail on a brand new season, Belfry is hoping to once again paint the Bluegrass red in December.
So here you go, the complete Alice Lloyd College preseason Mountain Top 10 at number 10, Bell County, 9, Rockcastle County, Paintsville at number 8, defending Class A state champion Pikeville at 7. Another set of Panthers, Knox is 6th, Corbin 5, number 4, Johnson Central, and your top 3, the Southwestern Warriors 3rd, Pulaski County Maroons 2nd, and the number 1 team in the mountains to begin the 2016 season, the 3-time defending Class 3A state champion Belfry Pirates. It is that time for us to break away from the serious stuff and have just a little bit of fun.
Yeah, this is where the kids mess up, right?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. While every team is focused and prepared for the upcoming season, of course they are, there's still some times they slip up and have a laugh.
And luckily we were there to capture it all on film.
Well, I'd rather not say that. Maybe some opponents watching that I'd rather not spell that out.
I've been cutting a lot of grass. No.
We're the Perry Central. Oh, got it. Okay, start over.
A long way to go. And this bunch behind me, they're clowns. That's all there is to it.
Trying to do my hair like he does. He always runs that. He always takes his visor off, you know, runs through.
Time out. You know we're on live TV. Yeah. You killed us.
Oh. Told you I'd mess up. I told you.
You do not want to fall because I fell, and it was not a good experience. So
it's a Ron Burgundy moment here. I mean, what happens? Do you all battle it out? I've seen the movie. I've never seen it in real life with 2 reporters.
We are the Pulaski Black Cats, and you're watching Sports Overtime.
Matt did that
wrong. No, that is
You see what I'm dealing with? I'm dealing with clowns.
And you are watching Sports, what?
Perry Central or Perry County?
Perry Central.
Perry Central Commodores.
Exactly. You can say it. You know how it is.
We got to start over.
Really?
Yeah. That's okay. Go on.
You're going to have to give me a cue card. Feel like Mason Helton.
Son, this year I play in defensive line. I don't know.
You want to do an interview or not? Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I froze. I'm sorry. Hold up. Check that.
That's fine.
Okay, we're good.
We're going to start over with that.
And with that, we conclude this year's Pigskin Preview Show.
The real fun begins tomorrow with week 0 and continues through the first week of December.
I hope Gunnar Sloan knows what position he's playing for the Johnson Central Golden Eagles.
That's what I'm hoping for, too.
All right, we'll see you out on the field each Friday and Saturday, and you can, of course, catch what you miss each Friday on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime.
Thanks for watching.